The vaccine dubbed ACD 1222 was developed by a team from Oxford University and the British-Swedish pharmaceutical company AstraZeneca. It must be transported and stored protected from light in a refrigerator at a temperature between 2 degrees Celsius and 8 degrees Celsius. For it to confer immunity, 2 doses are carried between 10 and 12 weeks apart. The AstraZeneca vaccine is indicated in the population 15 years of age or younger. There are currently no data on use in people over 15 years of age. The World Wide Web, commonly known as www, is an interconnected system of public web pages accessible through the Internet. The web is not the same as the Internet. The web is one of the many applications built on the Internet. Tim Berners-Lee proposed the architecture of what is known as the World Wide Web. He created the first web server, the first Internet browser, and the first web page on his computer at the CERN Physics Research Laboratory in 1990. In 1991, he announced his creation in the alt hypertext newsgroups, marking with this the moment the website went public. In 1922, Fleming discovered lysosime, an enzyme with weak antibacterial properties that inhibited bacterial growth. He also found lysosime in fingernails, hair, skin, and tears. In his research, Fleming found that lysosime was effective against only a small number of non-harmful bacteria. Fleming realized that the bacteria near the mold were dying. He isolated the mold and identified it as Penicillium genius, which he found to be effective against all gram-positive pathogens. Gram-positive pathogens cause diseases such as diphtheria, gonorrhea, meningitis, pneumonia, and scarlet fever. Fleming discovered that it was not the mold itself, but a juice. It was produced that had destroyed the bacteria. He named this mold juice penicillin. Darwin defined evolution as descent with modification, the idea that species change over time, give rise to new species, and share a common ancestor. The mechanism that Darwin proposed for evolution is natural selection. Because resources are limited in nature, organisms with heritable traits that favor survival and reproduction will tend to live more offspring than their peers, causing the frequency of those traits to increase over several generations. The contraption created by Shepherd Barron was not like today's tellers. There were no laminated cards. Instead, slightly radioactive carbon-14 impregnated checks were used. A security code was entered and the machine spat out money. When the inventors explained the idea in the United States, they called him crazy. These inventions are very necessary today, since each one of them performs a function. For example, on the World Wide Web, it is necessary to order and distribute the information that is on the Internet, or the AstraZeneca vaccine that is currently very important to be able to return to normality since the pandemic has affected us all physically and mentally. I really like the activity since I could see how the United Kingdom contribute to the world and thus be able to face the problem. After investigating these five aspects where culture has helped English, I saw that it contributes a lot to the world because in the investigation I found many things about it.